Hi guys, just me. Blurry. Just want to do like a quick kind of vlog about something that happened to me yesterday. It is now 25 to 3 on Thursday morning on the 14th of January. Yesterday, Wednesday, the 13th of January, at what should have been 11:30, but it turned out to be about 12 o'clock. I had a phone call off the psychiatrist, just my regular 6-month kind of update. I get like obviously 6 months, so it's like twice a year kind of thing, normally in January and then June, July time. And we got chatting just about the normal stuff about why he wasn't able to contact me on my mobile phone, who I live with, because it was my mum that answered the phone, who my doctors are when I last had a blood form and blood tests done, stuff like that. And then he was like, what's your sleeping pattern like? And obviously, if you've been watching my recent fortnightly vlogs, you will know that at the moment I'm sleeping anywhere from 0 sleep for a few days, right up till about 20 hours a day. So I told him this, and he was like, oh, that's not healthy. Maybe in a few months you'll be able to get out and do some more exercise. Which, like, to me, that just kind of, he's automatically assumed that was down to COVID, because he automatically assumed that it was because I had nothing to do, and so therefore I was just staying in bed all day. And I'm like, well, that's not entirely kind of good. Which got me thinking a little bit. And then it's like, how many hours of those are you actually sleeping? When I said I was like in bed for like 20 odd hours, it's like, how many of those are you actually sleeping for? And I'm like, anywhere from 0 to like 13, 14 hours straight, and then I'm just kind of lying in bed all day. It's like, why did you do that? I'm like, because I can't face the world. And again, he just assumed that that was because of COVID. And he then went on to say how the voices, because obviously suffer from schizophrenia, so I hear voices. And I'm like, they're getting worse. His response, I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm like, hang on a minute, I've told you my sleeping pattern is completely erratic, and the voices, when I do hear them, are getting even worse, and you're just kind of fobbing me off, and I'm like, this isn't right. And it's it made me kind of realise that the mental health situation of kind of the world we're living in today just isn't up to scratch. Now, I've got a past of mental health. I've had mental health since I was like 16, like poor mental health since I was 16. Like more than half of my life I have suffered with poor mental health. I've been through absolute crap loads. I've been on and off within the psychiatric departments of kind of places for years, at least the last 15, 16 of those. And yeah, I'm just being fobbed off. Whether it is because of COVID and they're just assuming that I'll be okay in a couple of months or whenever this is all clear, I don't know. But that was the way I was feeling. That's how it seemed to me. And I'm like, well, surely even if it was COVID related, surely you should still be trying to sort out these problems. Because obviously if it was due to COVID, excuse me, even if it was due to COVID, surely that person is still valid and needs help. You shouldn't say, oh, it's COVID, you'll be fine in a couple of months, go away. You should be trying to sort out the problems. the fact that it's someone who's already in a mental health state, like system, should mean that it's not going to be COVID, or it's enhanced by COVID, and there's deeper issues there, and it needs sorting out. And I think that's just how society is these days. I know they are trying to improve kind of social kind of representation with mental health and the way it's dealt with and everything, but this is like a proper psychiatrist. This is someone who's qualified, who knows what they're supposed to be talking about, and they're just fobbing me off. I don't know if it's because as far as I'm aware, I've been told that I'm on a really high dose of risperidone, which is a medication, the antipsychotic that I take for my schizophrenia. I don't know if that is true, or whether I've just been told that. So I don't know if they can increase it, or whether they'd have to try something else and then run the risk of it not working. I don't know. I'm on 8 milligrams a day, which like I say, I've been told that is a really high dose. I take 2 4 milligrams, take 1 in the morning and 1 at night. So I'm not sure what's cracking off there. But no, it just really kind of hit me that even though I was basically saying, look, I need help, some sort of help, without actually saying the words, I need help, and nothing's happening. And I'm like, is that because they're just fobbing people off, not only because of COVID, but they're fobbing the ones off that are suffering to one side because, they're already in the system and they're concentrating on the COVID ones? Are they trying to concentrate on getting those that are doing this through COVID out the way or out the system first, or what? There were so many thoughts going through my head. Literally that day completely messed me up for the rest of the day. That one little phone call, it was only about 7 to 10 minutes. I hate talking on the phone anyway, so it was really kind of stressful just being on the phone to him. And then all that happened, and it kind of just threw me off all day, to the point where I've not had any sleep at all. As I say, it is now 2:45 in the morning, and I've been up since, I woke up, I set my alarm for 11. Normally the last few days I've been getting up earlier, but I really wanted to, I came down about 7 o'clock to take my meds, because I wanted those to be in my system, ready for when the phone call actually happened, to kind of just relax me a little bit. But then I went back to bed, and then I got up again about 11, 11:15, ready for the actual phone call. And I've been up since, because it's been playing on my mind, which is why I'm doing this vlog. It's downright annoying. I don't know what's cracking off. I put a post up on Facebook. Excuse me. And a few of my friends responded. One of them said, that's to change doctors. And I'm like, it's not the doctors. The doctors have no control over this. It's actual psychiatrists themselves. And there's only so many psychiatrists available in Burton. And the clinic that I'm with is just around the corner. Another thing he said was, oh, you've not been to get your medication for a long time. I'm like, I got it 3 weeks ago. And you're not getting the message here. It's people not passing on messages or something. I got it 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh, so you did. And I get medication in 8-week batches. For some reason, I don't know why it's not a month or whatever, but it's like every 8 weeks, like 2 months. So the whole phone call was completely through me. Really messed with my head. I don't know what to do about it. It's like, I can't change my psychiatrist because you only get given one, and that's who you have to deal with. Unless I was to go private, and I can't afford to go private. I don't know anyone who is a private psychiatrist. I'd have to look online and everything, and chances are they would charge the earth. So it's got to be the NHS stuff that I have to use. And yeah, it messed with me so much. Like I say, so many thoughts were going through my head. It's like, why am I being fobbed off here? And I'm not a confrontational person, so I didn't have it in me to say, look, I'm here. I've just admitted that I need help. Help me, or have a go at him for not responding to me. I've not got that in me. I'm not a confrontational person, so I avoid. I avoid all human contact if possible. If it was online and I was typing away, it'd have a piece of my mind. But when it's in person or on the phone, I've not got it in me to make those kind of decisions and kind of points. So yeah, I thought I'd come down. I've been trying to sleep, but like I say, this has just been playing on my head for ages. So I thought I'd come down and kind of get it all out in the open and air my views, because I do think there is a lot to do with mental health. As you all know, I'm trying to do mental health vlogs anyway, but I think the system and the current way the mental health is dealt with in the UK is dire. It's better than some places, but it'd be better if you're already in the system, because they already know your past. And like I say, because of what's happened in my past, they should already automatically be going, "Oh, we'll stop this before it gets even worse and happens again," and stuff like that. But there's been nothing. But yeah, I think I've kind of bored you all with my talk. I've ranted on for over 10-12 minutes now. I just wanted to get that out and off my chest. I hope you've found this reasonably interesting, and maybe you have some thoughts regarding mental health or your own mental health or whatever. I am always here to listen, always here to chat to. I think the best person to actually talk to if you've got poor mental health is someone else with poor mental health, because they know what you're going through. Hopefully if you do talk to someone with poor mental health, hopefully they don't try to compare yours with theirs and say, oh well, you're not as bad as me or whatever. If you've got a decent person with poor mental health, they will in general try to help, because they don't want you to go through what they're going through. And they don't want, and if anything, it's a problem shared, it's a problem halved, and all that lot as well. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting. If you want to talk about it, leave a message and I'll get back to you. I'm pretty much online when I am awake constantly anyway. If anything, I spend too much time online. Well, that's how I deal with people, via the internet. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.